I'm Ilias. I work at Estelon as a sales director. And this year, our partner CMY decided to showcase a very, very impressive system with our biggest flagship, which is the Extreme Mark II, as I mentioned. What's different with this model as opposed to the rest of our speakers is that it has a movable upper module, so you can adjust basically the sound from your listening position. You can have a look. Based on the room specifications, you can adjust focus and however you feel it will perform best, let's say, in your living room. This model, as most of our speakers, comes with Accuton drivers. It has two woofers with low crossover frequency point at around 75-80 Hertz, so it acts a little bit. They act a little bit like a subwoofer, you can say. And then we have a mid-woofer, mid-range, and the famous Accuton diamond membrane tweeter. Stiff drivers, but very fast sound, very good dynamics. All accommodated in a cabinet which is made from a marble-based composite. This composite is patented by Alfred Vasilkov, the designer of all the Estelon speakers and the co-owner of the brand, basically. And all our speakers use an automotive painting technology. This allows us to create these beautiful, stunning finishes. And of course, we can create any finish the customer wants. The company is about to be 15 years old. It's from Estonia, hence the name Estelon. And it's a family business owned by Alfred Vasilkov, the designer, as I mentioned, and his two daughters, Alisa and Christina. And again, we're very happy to be here, and we're waiting everyone to come and listen to this impressive system and tell us what they think. So here we have some models of our classics, the classic collection, as well as the Aura, which is one of the newest speakers. It's basically our entry level. The YB Mark II is the second from the bottom. Then we have XB Mark II, and of course the X Diamond Signature Edition, which is literally our latest model, and probably one of the most impressive because it carries technology from our flagship in a more compact form. It has all the crossover components, the cabling, and of course, top-of-the-notch Accuton drivers, as well as, again, the diamond membrane tweeter from the flagship. And if you want big sound, this is the way to go. All our speakers follow the same design philosophy as briefly mentioned for the Extreme. Always the woofer positioned in the lower part of the speaker, so the cabinet can also have bigger volume to accommodate it, and this way the bass can couple with the floor and provide more energy. Then the mid-woofer is at the highest possible level, so we can eliminate the early reflections from the floor, and the tweeter as expected at the ear height level. Basically, once you have this driver configuration and you connect the dots, you get this beautiful shape. And the curves serve the purpose of providing better dispersion for the sound. So our speakers typically do not require a lot of toe-in when setting up, since the sound is getting nicely dispersed. And also one of the important characteristics of our speakers is that once set up properly in a room, ideally in a living room, you don't necessarily need to fully treat acoustically your room. You can have great sound, great 3D image, big sound stage, and you can enjoy it not just from a sweet spot, but wherever you are in the room, pretty much. The XB is basically the small brother of the X Diamond, and then the rest of the models, of course.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's up, Kuala Lumpur? Hi from the fantastic Kuala Lumpur AV show. I'm Johan from Hegel. Hegel is a small manufacturer from Oslo in Norway. And what we're doing this year at the show, you can see this fantastic big system. The power, Hegel is known for amplifiers, mainly known for integrated amplifiers, streaming amplifiers, which basically do everything, but we also make pre and power amps. Here we can see our top models, and these two amplifiers are actually stereo power amplifiers, but they can be turned into monoblocks, and as monoblocks they are wow, they drive very low impedance, and they're over 2,000 watts each. So they can control even the biggest, most difficult speakers with an iron grip. The other important factor is the preamp here, which supplies from the source. It's all analog and actually reference state of the art. Very interesting system. We're mostly streaming music because this is all analog, and we're streaming from Auralic there. But also Hegel makes a very interesting CD player, which is called the Viking, and it makes for a fantastic system and something really to be experienced. So, come and enjoy.
Great.
Hello everyone, I'm Viktor, Managing Director of Siltech, the second generation in our family business. It's my pleasure to be here at the Kuala Lumpur International AV Show. My first time here, I really like Malaysia a lot. And we're here with our partner CMI Audio and Visual to present our new Master Crown. It's our new flagship series. First, few words about Siltech. Siltech stands for Silver Technology. Already when the company was founded in 1983, 41 years ago, the company started experimenting with a lot of materials, but silver turned out to be the best conductor for an audio cable. So that's why they chose silver as the primary component of our audio cables. We did a lot of research on this whole silver metallurgy. And actually what Siltech really became famous for is the different kinds of metallurgies. One of them is the silver and gold metallurgy, where we enhance the natural crystal structure of the silver by injecting gold in the gaps where the silver crystals bind. And this gives the silver, some people say regular silver, sometimes gives very nice, transparent, but a little bit harsh sound. With the gold injection into that silver, we make sure that you keep the benefits of the silver, but you also make it very smooth and warm and full-bodied sounding. This is the metallurgy we use in our more entry and mid-range cables, the Classic Legend series. And we have an even more advanced metallurgy that we're using in all of our crown models. People who know Siltech, they will know the single crown, double crown, triple crown. And right now we have added a new flagship model, which is called Master Crown. All of them use a special metallurgy which is called monocrystal silver, which is made out of one single crystal structure of the silver, and it doesn't have any of those bad gaps, so it ensures a very smooth and constant and a very detailed transmission of all the signal. This is the core metallurgy that we're using. And for the Master Crown, our team of engineers had to have a lot of research. We did about 8 to 10 years of research went into making this line of 3 cables: power cable, speaker cable, and interconnect. Our R&D team is very dedicated to always find the best solution. So we have simulation software first of all, to simulate the magnetic fields that would form around a cable with a specific construction. We simulate acoustics, what it does to the rest of your equipment, to your system. Then we measure the cable, of course, when we make a prototype, and then, of course, in the end, we listen to it, which is even the most important. All those steps take a very long time, but this allows us to have a very consistent build-up in the quality of a cable. And if you buy a Siltech cable, you'll know it really will perform better than the cable below. So in this Master Crown series, we have our monocrystal silver metallurgy. On each of the cables, we added a touch of gold. In the power cable, we also have our silver gold conductors in there. It's made of a very complex matrix of about 27 conductors formed in a different way to cancel all magnetic interference. And the conductor tips, they're all made of silver, which is also valid for the speaker and the interconnect cable, and then coated with a very special gold plating process. Speaker cable as well has a much improved construction. And for the interconnect, we even have a couple of additional features. Another important aspect of the cable is the insulation. It uses a 5-layer insulation with all different kind of materials, different kind of characteristics. It's a combination of, for example, Teflon and Kapton, which are very rigid materials, which are very good at containing the sound. Within the conductor, we have materials like silk, air, of course, which is another very good insulator, and all these layers together keep the sound within that conductor and keep the signal preserved in the best possible way. Interconnect also has 2 unique features, which are actually world unique. One is that you can switch whether you want to make the shielding connected to the grounding point of your system or not. This can vary between different setups, different systems, different rooms or houses, which setting works best. So in the end, it's just up to the user which setting works best for their system. The other switch makes you able to choose between a truly balanced equipment or not. So some amplifiers that use XLR connections, they are a truly balanced setup. The others are using the XLR method but not in a truly balanced way. So this switch allows you to switch the ground resistance, which makes a huge difference on any of those 2 setups. So again, it makes you able to really tweak up to the needs of your system, and it gets the maximum out of every system. And once connecting this cable, you will really feel the system come alive. It will enhance the performance, and everything will just make you perfectly able to listen to everything as the artist intended it. Thank you.